It's a new life.
Wow.
It's a new day. It's a new day. It's a new life.
What up, guys? It's your boy, Matt from RamseyVoice.com, and I am literally so excited that you're here, because if you're here, it means you're ready for more reactions. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Because what we're going to do today is we're going to look at another fantastic performance by a couple of singers. Actually, today we're going to be doing a duet by, I believe it's pronounced Jaya and KZ Tandingan. Let's see if I could if I could pronounce both of those right. I feel like a Pinoy all-star, because I think that Jaya is actually pronounced with like the emphasis on the second syllable, rather than like in the US we would say like Jaya or Jaya. It's Jaya, I guess, and KZ Tandingan, which I recently learned how to pronounce her last name right. So I feel really, really great about that. And that's a perfect segue, because whatever we see today, we're going to be talking about some really, really great stuff that they do in this particular performance. We're going to be doing that at the end, so make sure you watch to the end of the video. We have a beautiful segment called 2-minute tutorials, where I try to break down a complex singing topic down into 2 minutes so that you guys learn from this. The whole reason that I'm doing this is so that you guys learn as much as possible from this. So I am just super psyched. Now, before we jump in, it's time to take a look at some of the fan mail in the form of one of my favorite segments called High Note, Low Note, where we're going to take a look at a really, really nice comment that someone left, and a really, really trashy comment that someone left. Just kidding. Okay, let's jump into it. So I picked today's high note because apparently Jaya is like a contralto. I've just read that in comments. I have not seen this performance before, but that's really exciting to me because I get really excited by rare voice types. And so I just picked this one out because I thought it was funny. Vincent Villarreal said, "I think I'm a bass and my dog is tenor, plus my mom is a soprano when she's angry." I just kind of like see them just like, you know, in a row, like one on each, like on a podium, just being like, "Burp, burp, burp." And he's like, "Hey, what's up?" And his mom's like, "Why don't you take out the garbage?" You know, I don't know. I don't know what your life is like, Vincent, but I would love to find out. It sounds like you're in a very interesting situation over there, so I'd love to see what that's like. In today's low note, this is a real low one, comes from Mark, who said, "Hey, we Filipinos understand and speak English. It's our second language. Just so you know, our country is the call center capital of the world. You f***ing racist. 90% of your comments on this video are all from Filipinos, and these are all English, right? You head." First of all, Mark is responding to a comment that I made like 4 months ago or something like that, on like a Morissette Amon video where she was obviously fantastic. And I was just joking that the people outside of the Wish bus wouldn't be able to understand what she was saying, because I thought that everybody in the Philippines spoke Tagalog. I didn't realize they spoke English. So yeah, this is like a retroactive comment. You're right, Mark. I'm a total asshole. I'm so sorry for saying that. It's great that you're the call center capital of the world. Yes, I'm a racist, and I'm a head. So I'm glad we put all of that to rest. And now, what do I do with this comment? Let's see. Do I? Yeah. Yeah. That feels good. I promise I'm learning as much as I can here. But if you see other people being abusive in the comments, just respond back to them and be like, "Hey man, that's not cool. Like, he's just doing his best," or, you know, "Nobody's perfect," or like, "Go and take your hate somewhere else." Okay. Awesome. Now I cannot wait to jump in to this reaction. Let's go ahead and check out this performance. And just a reminder, go ahead and stick around until the end of the video where we do our 2-minute tutorial and you see me break down something that they're using in this video itself. Here is Jaya and KZ Tandingan singing "Feeling Good."
Birds flying high, you know I feel. Sun in the sky, you know I feel.
There's so much. And KZ's like, God, this is crazy.
Breeze drifting on by,
So B flat up there for KZ.
It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me.
Ooh.
It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me.
Down to a D3 on the bottom there. Oh, I love that it's a cappella.
And I'm feeling good.
So Jaya went up to an A4 there. Oh, this is so fun to watch.
Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel.
KZ's vibrato is just phenomenal.
You know how I feel. It's a new dawn.
And listen to that vocal weight that Jaya has. It's just so low. It's so thick compared to KZ, who's more of a soprano.
And I'm feeling good.
So that was kind of interesting. They actually switched. Jaya sang the high part, KZ sang the low part.
Out in the sun, you know what I mean.
They're staying in the same place.
Butterflies are having fun, you know what I mean.
Is Jaya.
When the day is done, that's what I mean. And this old world is a new world, and a bold world for me.
Oh, yeah.
Stars when you shine, you know
Sing.
how I feel.
Yeah, KZ.
F5
F5 up there.
Freedom is mine, and I know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life.
Wow.
It's a new day, it's a new day, it's a new life.
KZ's using a little bit of that extra belt, some of the ventricular chords involved there, the false vocal chords there. Oh, yeah. And I love the way, look at the way that Jaya is connecting with KZ. She's saying, hey, check out this singer. Like, look at her doing that. Many singers that I see, like duos like this, they both look straight ahead the whole time. And sometimes they exchange glances. But what Jaya is doing very, very well here is she's making us, the audience, pay attention to KZ by staring at her. You see this all the time with lead singers and guitar players. So like if a guitar player is about to take a solo or something like that, all of a sudden the lead singer, who's usually front and center of the stage, steps off to the side and is like looking at the guitar player. Guitar player is like, and the vocalist is just looking at them. He's drawing the audience's attention over there. And I just think that they're doing that so beautifully. And it's just so organic. It's well done. High note there was an F5.
And I'm feeling.
And again, Jaya's on the high part there. Oh, yeah. I love the scatting, too. Right, beautiful. Ending on that G and the B flat above that. Oh my God, that is gorgeous. You can just tell they're having so much fun here too, and I really, really appreciate that. That is going to bring us immediately into this 2-minute tutorial. This is one that I am so glad that I get to talk about. Here we go. Okay, I want to point out something really, there's so many things that we could talk about, but what I want to talk about here today is that range is not the only indicator of voice type. What I mean by voice type is bass, baritone, tenor, countertenor, and stuff like that, contralto, alto, mezzo, soprano, etc. A lot of people think that if you just know your vocal range, then you know exactly what voice type you are. But I think that this video demonstrably proves that that is not correct. Because what you'll see is that in this video, actually Jaya sings way higher than KZ does at any point. I think Jaya, she went up to a G5, and she also went down to the G3 below that too. I think maybe an F3 below that. It was hard to tell. It was just for a second she dropped her larynx to hit it. But I want to just show you what I think makes the biggest difference. We're just going to take a quick look and compare these two voices together by, I think, the most important factor in your voice type, which is vocal weight. Okay, certainly range definitely plays into voice type and voice classifications. But in this particular case, I think vocal weight is a really important thing to look at too. So we're going to listen to these two singers back to back, and I want you guys, and put it in the comments, I want you to respond who you think has a heavier voice, who has a thicker voice, who has a bigger vocal instrument. Let's just listen to them both.
Sun in the sky.
So then, sun in the sky. And now we're going to hear from KZ.
Breeze drifting on by.
Now, when you hear those two, we've got birds flying high, and we've got breeze drifting on by. Obviously, I'm a tenor, so I can't sound like a contralto, and I can't sound like a mezzo-soprano like KZ. But what I think is really interesting is that even though Jaya sings higher in this song than KZ does, actually, she's got that thicker vocal instrument, which is so typical of a contralto alto sound, whereas you can hear very clearly that KZ's voice is a little bit thinner, and I don't mean thin as in breathy, I don't mean thin in a bad way, I just mean she sounds a little bit more like an Ariana Grande than she does like Nina Simone, which is exactly what Jaya sounds like. So I think that is super important to point out, that don't just look at vocal range when determining your voice type, also think about the timbre, the tone, and the vocal weight of your voice. That's way more important. Guys, I've got a fantastic video on voice types that you can check out that's going to talk you through so many examples. Definitely check it out after this video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff, and I'll see you next time.